Oh boy, time now for another episode of Mr. Nailsin's Wednesday Comics. And this time we're just going to do reviews. No, I'm not going to review comic books because I can't. I haven't read any of these. Some of which I ordered, they just haven't arrived yet. I thought they'd be here by now, but I was wrong, you know. Yes, I could have gone into town and just bought them at the store like you're supposed to. But lately, oh, man, when there's no work and I'm off, I'm just, I'm not the man I used to be. Oh, wait, no, it's not the man. I'm half the man. Well, it's probably better to do it wrong. You know, copyright or something. I don't know. Anyway, here we'll look at the DC KO tie-in for Superman. There is one, like a special. They do all these special spinoffs of DC KO. I mean, Night Fight is one. The other, I think the others are just one shots. There's Wonder Woman versus Lobo. I glanced at it. It looks like crap. The other one is Superman versus Captain Atom. I don't know. It might be okay, but so here's the regular Superman title, which I sort of fell out of due to a lot of events and whatnot interfering with the narrative that was being set. And apparently some of that is just abandoned. You know, the weird scientists that were mad at Luthor, that just kind of fizzled. I don't know. And then Luthor got his memory back. So you knew that was going to happen. But anyway, Lois Lane and her powers and all that. But so Superman and Luthor are battling for who gets to become King Omega. And Luthor's got his armor, but oh look, it's got New God's tech in it. At least it looks like it. Maybe some brain. Oh look, it makes a face. See the eyes? There, the nose would be here, and there's the mouth. Me 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 me. And these are supposed to be the rosy cheeks that have to be up here, I guess. Maybe it's already getting old. He's getting old man jowls. Yeah, it could be that. I don't know. Superman is ready to go. He's taped up his fist. He's got these, I don't know, astral knuckles thing. You know. All right, so, hey, we need a little recap. So this took place before. You can't get specific anymore because, oh my God, how many reboots? I don't know. You're right, Superwoman. Your powers are gone. Say they're being fried out of her, I guess. Or is that? Yeah, okay. It appears the power cells in your system are completely drained, and yellow sunlight is not recharging them. So Lois Lane's brief stint as Superwoman is over. Gee, what a shocker. Yeah, you knew that was happening. Just like Luthor would get his memory back and all that. But, these things happen. Her S seems to favor one boob over the other, but oh, well, it's not like she's going to need the suit anytime soon. Or will she? And since we don't know where they came from in the first place, well, they came from the Absolute Power story. And then Project Adam had to figure out how to restore it. Not that they did completely. I don't know. That turned out not to be that great of a story. Anyway, we have no idea if the powers went back to their original owner or are gone completely. Well, who was the original owner? I mean, it seems like all the other Kryptonian super people had their powers, especially Superman. So, That isn't to say they can't return. I mean, hell, who knows? We'll need to run more tests. Okay. But I didn't want more tests. I had already made peace with losing the powers. I felt in my gut that they had disappeared forever. Especially after I took a dump. Whoops. Yeah, I'm over at Comic Book, Roundup. That's where you can get previews like this. So now we're not in before, we're now. Fortress of Solitude. And normally I hate when my gut is wrong, but right now it's not. So she's beating the crap out of evil Sun Boy from the Legion of Dark Side. You know, that whole thing. Look, the art's really good, though. Yeah, it's good stuff. Anyway, hell yeah! Take that, Sun Boy, you dork! The powers. But for how long? Probably not long enough, Lois. We're in the middle of an event, which means the rules on time and continuity are a bit tricky. We gotta go, and we gotta go now. See, Superboy Prime is kind of doing the Deadpool fourth wall thing. Not completely, but kind of, sort of. Anyway, we can't leave yet, Prime. The Kryptonian archives are here, have information about Darkseid, Doomsday, and the tournament. We have to protect it and get it out of the fortress and to Clark before... Hold on. What's this about a tournament? All right, look, he's aware we're in an event. What event? Well, I guess the overall danger, Darkseid, and all that crap. He just doesn't know they're going to resolve it with this King Omega tournament, So, they give you a recap. Oh, no, the only hope for survival is to forge a champion in the fires of combat. A tournament is now held to capture the heart of Apocalypse and become the King Omega. A champion powerful enough to match Darkseid and save reality. The heroes and villains of the DC Universe must now look within and ask, what am I willing to do to save everything? Well, you could probably just do anything, because the whole purpose of this is to reboot the universe again, so it's all going to end one way or the other. Anyway, so there we go. Eddie Burroughs and Eber, forever, the artist, excuse me. But anyway, there's Superman. He's well into the tournament and performing, oral surgery on the teeth of this giant. So, while Superman enters a dangerous tournament in hopes of gaining the power to defeat Darkseid and his approaching armies, Lois Lane travels to the Fortress of Solitude to discover the knowledge the Kryptonians' records can offer. Meanwhile, some uninvited guests have crashed the competition. All right. After everything we went through together, you don't think to come to me? I know we've had our disagreements, our feuds, but this is the end of the world we're talking about. Again. Darkseid seeks to bring the end of everything, again. And yet you still couldn't trust me. You tried to lock us up, hide us away like we were only part of the problem and never the solution. It's Luthor talking to him, Let's do this. So anyway, boy, how's that going to work out? I don't know. Guess you'll have to read it to find out. Will I? The art's good. Is it all that consequential to the overall narrative of Superman? Nope. All right, over at Marvel, we got to go to Amazon to see the preview. For some reason, I don't know what Marvel's saying. No, Roundup, you don't get that anymore. Okay, so there's the Infernal Hulk #1. Remember, he's been possessed by the eldest from the last run. That took forever to get to, and yet this was always going to be the result. So there you go. Oh, no, he looks really creepy and nasty. So it gives you the recap. Yeah, the spirit of the eldest now possesses Hulk somewhere in Red Creek, Kentucky. Yeah. Good work today. What? Chig? I don't know. Help me. They're talking about their crap they got to do. Hey, all right, whatever. I don't know. And then suddenly, oh no, I hear something. I wonder what that is. It's really loud. Rumble, 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 rumble. 3 hours ago. Oh, we got to go back to the... Hey, what did happen? He's coming up on Bravo team. Oh no, who's coming? I can't imagine who. The army's really upset. Oh, geez, they're scared. What could it be? You got to read to find out. It's probably the Hulk, isn't it? Yeah. So you want to catch up on Hulk? Oh, my God, look at all these titles they're advertising for you to check out. Then there's Thor. Wow, he was immortal. There's The World Under... One World Under Doom. Oh, no, I can't believe I missed out on that. Oh, everyone died. Well, great going, Doom. How'd that work out? Oh, I didn't know it would go this way. You didn't? Ultimates, forget it. 2 issues, and I was out. That stinks. Absolute Batman, it's really dominating, and Absolute DC is apparently killing it, all that. And Absolute Batman just, it wins by being so nuts, Unfortunately, the writer and the artist of the annual endorsed murdering ICE agents. And I just I don't know. I just tapped out on that one. Will I get the collection? They're inconsequential artists and everything, but Wonder Woman is probably the best, narratively speaking, of the Absolute line. Superman started out really stupid, but with the best art. So maybe go with those 2, I guess. Anyway, so that's the first one. But hey, there's another one. And again, no preview, so we're going to go to Amazon. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Gonna go to Amazon. So there's your cover. Oh no, it's a big green fish. And Hulk's gonna do dental work on that one, I guess. So there's Hulk. Hey, he's at the beach. That's nice. I don't know. He's getting ready. He's just stretching for the big swim. Or is there a tidal wave coming? He's got to slap it away. Well, he decided to make a tidal wave. Well, look at that. He parted the seas. So he's going all Moses. And, oh no, there's this statue pointing the way to, I don't know, another Atlantean city or something. But anyway, he's headed there, because that's what Eldest wants. And we learned that he can control other monsters. So here's, I don't know, zombie sharks. He can control them and all that stuff. So he's obviously going to dig up some ancient secret. Will he get it? Probably. Oh, no, enjoying the sample? Well, I was until you ended it. So that's all we get. Cool art and everything. If it drags as much as what started it in the previous series, because there was a lot of cool aspects of it. It took on this whole horror element for Hulk, and but then it dragged and became repetitive until it finally resolved itself, which just goes to show that there wasn't a whole lot of material there to justify that lengthy of a run. It happens, you try to make the episodic issues compelling and interesting unto themselves, but they were very similar, There was cool things with another Ghost Rider and stuff like that, but some of it downright boring, That's too bad. But anyway, that's Marvel, and that's it for Marvel. So, as I stated earlier, Absolute Batman, that's just the Absolute. So there he is, his final battle. Well, for now, with Bane. Big, really big Bane. And this is the Killer Croc the Absolute Killer Croc. Yeah. And then look. See, it's like this massive jaw, but his forehead is the nose. It's nuts. So anyway, there they are. They're plotting. And even though they've all been transformed into the villains of Batman, they're still kind of on Team Batman. So there's Riddler. There's Penguin, who's just pretty much stuck in the bed. He can't even waddle around. There's Catwoman. She's got a fishbowl helmet for her thing. There's Killer Croc again. How's he going to eat with that, No wonder he's pissed. Two-Face, of course, we haven't quite. He's still bandaged, Yeah, you think the booty would be bigger, but anyway, Riddler, all that. So, Batman's gonna finally take down Bane. Will he do it? Will he give in to Venom? See, it's a reworking of the whole Venom story that eventually led to Bane. But what's the purpose? Same thing. Can he resist the lure of absolute power? Can you guess? Yeah. I bet he beats it, yeah. Anyway, other, crap of absolute DC. Yeah. So the big battle happens, and, well, someone already spoiled it for me. He really mops it up with Bane. Literally, yeah. So, at least he got revenge for what he did to all his pals. But they're still all screwed up, so I don't know. Will the friendship last? Well, if they're going to be anything akin to actual Batman, the answer is no. So we continue on. At the end, you got yet another tease, I understand, of the Joker. And, oh boy, the cover gives it away. Yeah, that's absolute Joker. It's no joke. So they say, hey, look, he's not like Venom at all. He's all white, see? Because he's Joker. So, yeah. Over the top crazy and stuff, but by the time you get to Joker, it's kind of like, okay. So, it's not really that big of a deal. So, we get some backstory of the Joker and what he's doing. And he's this international crime boss, but Batman is aware of him, and it's time to take this guy down. And we get his history, and it's really long, So he's this horror movie creature type guy, and then, oh boy, there's something that turned him into the Joker, but it's not the Joker you remember. That's always the way it is. And for Batman, he's just really big. So now, so is the Joker. I mean, they might as well just go full on superpowers for all of them and just do it like that. Like Batman has powers too, I mean, it's just the over the top stuff kind of does a good job of shielding you from the absurdity and the flaws in all of this. So, hey, the gimmick works, I guess, And I'd still be reading it if it wasn't for the advocacy of murder. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. Absolute Batman, if you cared to look at that. And apparently a lot of people do. It's doing very well sales-wise. The other absolute DC entity to look at, which is, narratively speaking, again, nothing has changed. Unless when I read this in full, I'll say, oh my God, they really screwed up. But Wonder Woman has had the most interesting story of the absolute line. And I'm mostly focused on, I read some of Absolute Martian Manhunter. I missed one, and now you can't get the copy of that issue. Damn it! I might just have to give in and buy the collection, and that'll be that. But anyway, it too is interesting, but just in how weird it is. Superman of the three was the weakest, but it had the best art. Most time, and for the most part, that continued, but now Superman is actually starting to get interesting. And with the idiocy of Snyder and the artist for his annual, with their advocacy of murdering ICE agents and other people they don't like, I just can't. So now Superman, Wonder Woman was already at the top, and now Superman is closing in on second place. Yeah. So anywho, Wonder Woman is battling this strange entity that appears to be a dark image of herself. Yeah. So it's all a mystery. What does it all mean? Well, I'll have to read it to find out, and so will you. Yeah. So there we go. Boy, it's yeah, this is this is getting a little more spectacular in the art than previous ones. So pretty cool. And she's got to fight this thing that mostly zips around in the form of blue lightning, you know. And there she is. She's communicating with the goddess again, that kind of thing, you know. So there we go. Wonder Woman. Well, this one, yeah, I'll check out, because, you know, so far so good. The DC KO thing, well, at least, you know, Dark Knight's Metal, as stupid as it was entertaining. But oh god, they flash back to this again. Ugh. Ooh. So there they are. Oh, here's the arena, and they're beaming in like Star Trek to go do their next big fight. Wow. Who? Oh, good lord. Okay. Oh, look, dead bodies of giants and stuff. Oh my goodness, it's really terrible. We've all gotta fight, like Contest of Champions, and I don't know, I guess he's got to fight Luther, but what is this? To be continued in Superman? I don't know. And then he throws Luther into a giant skull. It doesn't matter. See, you can go ahead and kill each other now because time's going to be rewritten. So, I don't know. So here, speaking of DCKO, is the Batman tie-in to that. What happened to Batman? Is he dead? No, he was sent to an alternate future where he fights old man Dick Grayson. You know, because the running theme of just about everything Batman is his former Robins really hate him, and they're mad at Daddy, so they beat the crap out of him. Yeah, that's the deal. So there he is. Oh no, the other Robins are gone. All that's left is Dick Grayson and his army of new Robins. And he blames it all on Daddy. So they got to fight. Yes, but now I have apocalypse technology and a Klingon bat'leth. You know, okay, well, whatever. And, well, they're going to fight. But then here comes the other new Robins that Dick Grayson has. Oh, yeah. Let's see who can win this. Night fight. Tune in, find out what happens. I don't know. I guess I'll check it out, but I'll let you know. Justice League, yes, another DCKO. Until this thing's over, that's all you get. But meanwhile, from the last event, we got all these variant guys from alternate timelines of the DC universe, but they're just remnants of them, so they're not even the real ones. And once time has been fixed, they'll all cease to exist. So they got one final mission to do some good, led by Mr. Terrific. So here's Kingdom Come Green Lantern. Yeah, you know, he's going to do some stuff. Oh my God, they had to go to hell. And there's Electric Superman, Batman Beyond, Dr. Fate, Hawkman, Aquaman with his hand cut off. They put Night Owl in there? I can't remember, did they? I don't know. Guy Gardner when, you know, he was young or whatever. Power Girl. Bursting with power. So anyway, there we are. They're in hell, and they gotta duke it out. Will they? Well, they're gonna duke something out. You know, Superman will zap them. Green Lantern will, you know, do something green with them. So anyway, these horrible demons they got to defeat, and they probably will, but they won't survive because they're insignificant. They're NPCs. But once they've done their due diligence, they'll go down. And no one will ever know that they did it, except maybe Mr. Terrific and Power Girl, I guess. But that's it. But at least you get that, huh? But then the whole thing gets rewritten so it never happened. So none of them will survive. Yeah. Meanwhile, World's Finest, which kind of set a standard of what to do with superheroes, but I can't say that it was listened to, you know. So anyway, oh boy, Lex Luthor and the Joker team up. It happens from time to time. So once again, the art has always been excellent, even when Dan Mora had to take off. But there they are. Oh, Superman and Batman. They hang around in their costumes, but Superman's wearing I don't know. They're eating popcorn, watching the game. Yep. Yep. Well, anyway, I don't know. I guess Superman's team loses. Whatever. Here comes Luthor, and he's like, "Ha ha! I'm wearing a mask, but you're all going to breathe, I don't know, krypton gas or something." Anyway, they don't really have to suit up. He just has to get rid of the dumb jersey and put his cape on. Batman puts his mask on, and off they go. They got to deal with Lex Luthor, and I don't know, he disappeared or something. Who's somebody showing their crotch? Oh, it's Luthor. Ew. And oh no, he's discovering a terrible secret that leads him to the Joker. But instead of ha ha ha, he says hoo. Oh no, he's like, oh crap, I'm teaming up with the Joker. Look, it might be an okay issue. They usually are. For the most part, World's Finest. You know, just for basic superhero adventure stories is about as good as it gets, you know. Meanwhile, another one that, surprisingly enough, because it's just Aquaman, it's pretty good. But now it's, of course, set a stumbling block with another stupid event. And unlike Green Lantern, which Jeremy Adams did pretty good with the Night Terrors event, navigated that pretty good. This one, I mean, at least the previous issue, I was like, oh, this isn't all that great. But anyway, he's got to fight Hawkman. So we're going to fight. I'm going to win. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. And there they go. He hits him in the chest. Hawkman hits Aquaman in the elbow. All right. So, they're fighting. Oh, no. So then we got hey, what happened earlier? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is Zan of the Wonder Twins. I don't know. They were making it work for a while anyway. So they travel around on Jules Verne's ship. Lady of the Lake, I think. Oh, no. That's... oh, crap. They got Mara from the other time? No, that's his daughter. Oh boy, yeah, we don't want to mess around with that. Anyway, so back to the fight. Arr! Oh yeah, Arr! And they're gonna hit each other in the chest and elbow again. And gee, how will that turn out? Well, it is Aquaman's title for the most part. So. Maybe that's the deal. He wins. I don't know. But there's your mainstream titles. But why waste time on that when you can go to excellent independents? And one of the best, Ghost Machine, with titles like Geiger. So there he is. Oh no, it's all over for Geiger. He's in the electric chair. Oh no, they got him now. Well, you don't have the regular artist, but it's still pretty good. It is. Oh boy, he's not going to put up with this crap. He's got a knife now. So, will he get out of prison? What do you think? Oh, whoops. I guess he probably shouldn't have seen that. So anyway, he's got to get out before they electrocute him. But even if they do, So, does he survive? I don't know. Let's see what happens in the next issue in its preview. Oh my God, he transitioned. No, this is the other nuclear person. And here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes again. Okay, more people surviving the nuclear holocaust. Here she comes. mad at that truck hauling all these poor kids being used and God knows what. And she's not going to put up with that. So she turns all radioactive green, and they're like, ooh. Normally he'd be like, oh, man, this is hot, but it's hot in the way that you don't like. Yeah, she's going to melt their faces off and all that stuff. Well, yeah, they're gone. So anyway, the poor kids are rescued by the radioactive glowing lady because somebody treated her like that when she was young, and she don't like that. So she melts the chains, and then she's like, I did a good thing. I'm awesome. So there you go. See? It's great. So, yeah, Geiger, Ghost Machine, those titles are the ones to check out. That and Miller World. Yeah, you just can't go wrong. Oh, and for Titans, Conan the Barbarian comic. That's the best. The rest, you know, especially if you're a little short of cash, don't waste your time on just that. You know, because they're occasionally good. You got moments here and there. But by comparison, oh boy, do they pale in comparison to all that. So anyway, there you go. You're all caught up. You know? Boy, did I really get you excited for these titles? Well, then you're welcome. Get you excited? Well, yeah, you're welcome. Oh, well. You're welcome. Again, some of these titles, when they arrive, maybe I'll do the follow-up at the end of Sunday Comics. Something like that. To say, well, you know what? It turned out better than I thought. Or, ooh, you know, something like that. And we'll find out. We will. Anyway, thanks for watching and spending your time with me, looking at pretty pictures and wondering, why do I keep doing it? I don't know. I just do. I mean, what else am I going to do? Watch TV? Go outside? Are you insane? Anyway, we'll do it again next time on Mr. Nailsin's Wednesday Comics, or it might be Thursday Comics. Sometimes that happens. And then, of course, there's Sunday Comics where I read public domain stories. And I'm still doing Christmas stories, so that'll be the last weekend before Christmas, so I got to wrap that up. So join me then, won't you? Yeah, and I'll read the whole thing because it's public domain, so I can do that. Yeah. All right, thanks for watching. All right, well, let me fix this stuff out. I gotta turn you off there. Yeah, the echo can, look, it's gonna be a problem a time or two, especially when I stumble around, you know. Dear God, what the hell did they do to the Hulk? Well, the Hulk's possessed by the eldest. Some old monster. Anyway, hey, Thompson. Doug, did you ever get the new Predator comic? It supposedly is the prequel to the new movie. No, I didn't get it. I can't post a link to it. Predator Badlands, 5, #1. Published, Mr. Elvin, artist Joe. Yeah, all right. Official prequel done in collaboration with director Dan Trachtenberg. It's Echo Bad, Doug. Echoes all. That's right. You gotta go in. Remember, I must have bumped it because otherwise it would have been doing it all the time. But I bumped it in, OBS. Yeah. So anyway, hang on. I gotta take care of something. I'll be right back. No, really. Oh my. Yeah. Oh well. So after all that, oh boy, let's take a look at some comic books that are coming your way, because there's going to be a Supergirl, movie. But really, the only saving grace is they're going to debut Lobo, with Jason Momoa playing the role. That looks like he was born to play it. Maybe it'll be all right. Will the DCU survive long enough for him to get his own Lobo movie? Well, I don't know. What the hell will Warner Brothers even be before you can get around to that? That's another question. Maybe I'll talk about that too. But anyway, DC Comics. There's Lobo. So DC Comics is clearly leaning into Lobo. Oh yeah. With Jason Momoa officially playing Lobo in DC Studios' upcoming Supergirl movie, DC Comics has now announced a brand new Lobo #1, launching as part of the publisher's DC Next Level initiative in March 2026. So another initiative. Yeah. Look, just, it's promo for the movie and stuff. And if you get a new series out of it, great. But anyway, the timing isn't subtle. No, of course not. As Lobo prepares to make his long-awaited live-action debut. Didn't they have him in one of the, what was that, Krypton? Something like that. Anyway, DC is putting the character front and center in comics once again. I don't know. It's really exaggerated. Plus, that's kind of really crappy chains. Is that supposed to? Yeah, that's, Well, anyway, DC All In moves into its second act with Next Level, a new publishing initiative built around creator-driven #1 launches featuring major characters. Well, I would have thought a creator initiative would be characters that they completely made up. Other people made up these characters a long time ago, So, anyway, according to DC, Next Level follows the momentum of the DC All-In Special, the launch of the Absolute Universe, and the ongoing DC KO event. Yeah. So Scott Snyder and Joshua Williamson described Next Level as a push to keep DC's main continuity accessible, while giving creators room to take big swings. Well, the more you pile on all these constant reboot initiatives, that makes them even more inaccessible. Yeah. But maybe it's just some little title thing they slap on there, and the books will stand on their own. Yeah. It'd be nice if that would happen for the first time in a couple of decades. These books are set in continuity, Williams said, while emphasizing that the series will also function as easy jumping on points for new readers. Well, if you say so. So anyway, see, it'll say Next Level on the cover. That's how you know. Oh, I don't want to get one that doesn't say that. Yeah. So, Bout Me? Huh. Well, anyway, I don't know, I guess he's sitting on top of this guy whose guts are everywhere. And there's a rocket jammed in his side. I don't know. Anyway, Lobo #1 brings Scotty Young and Jorge Corona to the main man. Leading the initiative is Lobo 1, written by... Okay, yeah. So here's another cover, I guess, all painted and everything. And it's got dolphins. Yeah, it does. DC's description promises a full throttle instead of just a half throttle, unapologetic. They're not going to apologize for Lobo's story. Complete with motorcycles, violence, and cosmic chaos. The series connects to events coming out of DCKO, but it is designed to stand on its own. So, a paragraph at the opening saying, well, after being in the DCKO event, Lobo's got something else to do, and that'll be the deal. So, oh, look, yeah, that's nice. And they blurred that. It was kind of unnecessary. It's just barely there, and you blurred it. I don't know. Anyway, Lobo #1 debuts March 4th, 2026, and includes multiple variants. I know, we just saw some of them, including covers by Lee Bermejo, Kayuyong Yom, and Corona, plus a 125 incentive variant and foil editions. Well, oh boy, can you contain your excitement? So, ew. So there's somebody whipped that up in a hurry, and you get that one. So, oh yeah, $3.99 with card stock. Oh, yeah. And there he is. He's got a gun, his little hook thing. That's a better chain than that earlier one. So, you got that. He looks pissed, I'm the main man. Batwoman and Deathstroke also get new series. Next Level isn't just about Lobo. Wow, how many levels can there be for Next Level? Well, here's Batwoman. And, well, that's her. I don't know why all the bats are white, though. I guess it's supposed to be the light blasting up like there's like a spotlight on, but it doesn't really shine on her, does it? Even if there's a light coming from this, I don't know. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. And this one's red, even though, yeah, there's a lot of red in her mostly black costume, but still. Maybe they're the ghosts of bats. Yeah. These window air conditioning units or no fuse box that I don't know. I don't know where the hell she is. But anyway, she gets a new #1 because it's Next Level. Oh yeah. Don't worry, she's still a lesbian. Anyway, it'll be written by Greg Rucka, art and cover by Dan Nee or Donnie. Yeah, all right. Launches March 11, 2026. Rucka returns to the character he helped redefine, promising a darker, more myth-driven take on Kate Kane rooted in prophecy, faith, and apocalypse. All right. Okay. That's the deal. I don't know. She's going to hear a prophecy and start seeing things that all connects, and figures, holy crap, it's true. It's real. So I don't know. I got to run around in my suit and stuff, figure it out. Whatever. There you go. That's what she's going to do. So what's the next level of Next Level? Well, it's Deathstroke, the Terminator. Well, look, Deathstroke, the Terminator came out first before Terminator did. He did. In fact, I think they just called him Terminator. But, the little movie was really popular, so. And they emphasized Deathstroke. It's not that great of a name, but he did make an impact, Besides, without him, there never would have been a Deadpool, So that's something. Oh, look, he killed a lot of people. Is that Ultron? Looks like Ultron. What's he doing there? I don't know. Anyway, Deathstroke, the Terminator. #1 will be written by Tony Fleeks. Art and cover by Carmine D.G. and Domencio. I don't know. Launches March 18th, 2026. DC describes the series as brutal and violent. Well, that's what they're doing with Lobo. Except, well, that'll be in outer space. Yeah. Positioning Slade Wilson, that's him, as a hunted assassin. Yeah. Pushed toward his most dangerous form yet. That's his most dangerous form yet. Yeah. I mean, like he is a brand new suit and stuff, but it's really dangerous. I don't know. He probably got extra pockets for knives and bullets and whatever, but looks like he's doing all right for himself so far. All these dudes didn't get him. Yeah. What is the best Star Wars animated series? I don't know. None of those. I didn't even bother with the Rebels. The Clone Wars, I saw it good. I guess Clone Wars. But even that, I like the original 2D Clone Wars series they did. You know, that one was pretty good. That was interesting. But, you know, I saw some of the later series, and but then everything went to crap. You know, Disney pooped the bed on it. Even after they almost had a second chance with Mandalorian, and they immediately pooped the bed on that, and I just quit, you know. But anyway, let's give it the vote and see the results. Oh, man! What the hell? All right, well, I did that for nothing. Anyway, there you go. You get Lobo, the big thing. Lobo, because it's going to be the Supergirl movie. And that's going to be the main thing. You're probably going to see more of Lobo on T-shirts and, I don't know, maybe Happy Meals or something. Anyway, more so than Supergirl, even though it's her movie. And he's probably only in it for a couple of minutes. But still, you know, you don't want to miss seeing the debut of Lobo. So, that's the deal. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. And, you know, you really can't blame them. You know, what else is there? So I guess that's about it. I don't know. Some of those comics should be arriving soon. I'll read them, but I don't know. I don't think it'll be all there. I'm not seeing any more comic book movies in IMAX. No more. I'll wait till they hit Netflix. All right, then. Damn, seems like there should have been something else. Was there anything else? Thor and Loki return, yeah. Mandalorian trailer leaks online. No one really cares, but... I gotta reset the thing. Does it even show up in here? There we go. Alright, I'll read that. The new trailer, teaser, whatever the hell it is, has leaked online ahead of his official theatrical release. The footage began circulating and follows a recent wave of high-profile trailer leaks. Tied to internal previews and theater attachments, which includes the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer and the Avengers Doomsday trailers for Steve Rogers and Thor. The leaked trailer is reportedly the same one Disney planned to debut in theaters, likely attached to Avatar: Fire and Ash. Well, that's too bad, because I can't stand Avatar, and I'm not going to go see it. So I'm going to miss out on all the trailers, you know, until, of course, they end up online. You know. Anyway, as with recent Marvel leaks, the footage appears in low-quality off-screen recordings, and Disney has already begun issuing takedowns, indicating the leak is legitimate. Yeah, why waste your time on the fake ones? Of course, I guess, hey, the fake ones are going to give people the wrong idea. Maybe, I don't know. Hey, look, they did a poster that's kind of old-fashioned and stuff. That's nice. Look, it's Ripley. No, not really. Wait a minute. How can she be here if she's going to be in Avatar? Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's Rada the Hutt, or maybe the other one is. I don't know. Anyway, this is the way. To the restroom? According to multiple descriptions, the trailer emphasizes the... Oh, wait, I already got a video coming out about the plot. Oh, well, so what? It's the same thing. The chaos of the post-Empire era, with scattered Imperial warlords emerging as the primary threat. The New Republic is shown struggling to maintain order and turns to Din Djarin to handle missions too dangerous or politically sensitive to manage directly. The shift in tone is noticeable, positioning the story less like an episodic TV adventure and more like a full-scale Star Wars event designed for theaters. Hey, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's a movie. So they decided it was too dangerous for the regular guys to go deal with it. So they decided to send this guy and his baby frog. Anyway, Din Djarin is featured heavily in large action sequences that push beyond the scope of the DP series. Again, so the movie scenes reportedly include intense blaster combat, infiltration missions inside Imperial facilities, and a standout moment involving combat with an AT-AT. The trailer leans hard into spectacle, reinforcing that this story is meant for the big screen. Yeah, I can't read any of that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Look, toys. There he is sitting at McDonald's or whatever. Grogu's force abilities appear significantly more advanced than in the series. The leaked footage reportedly shows him using the Force with greater control, including destroying droids in both serious and lighter moments. Oh, he's too cute for words. There are also hints that Grogu interacts with an ancient artifact, possibly enhancing or focusing his powers, reinforcing the evolving master and apprentice dynamic between him and Din. Hey, look, it's Katie. The trailer reportedly teases the return of familiar Mandalorian allies, including Bo-Katan, while expanding the role of the New Republic. Well, will there be a cameo from, Anyway, Sigourney Weaver's character is said to feature prominently, suggesting the film will push deeper into the political and military fallout of the Empire's collapse. Well, it sounds like it didn't collapse completely. You know, you got your warlords here, your warlords there, here, there, everywhere. And then the only one to deal with them is Din Djarin. Yeah, I don't know. Look, it's been a long war. Luke's on vacation. That's the way that goes. Visually, the trailer is described as darker and more grounded, with large Imperial interiors. Forgotten installations. Well, I guess they remember him in the movie. In icy environments that echo classic Star Wars imagery. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of memory berries. He's going to go to similar. There'll be a desert world. There'll be an ice world. You know, probably a swamp world. Oh, yeah. The overall tone reportedly feels closer to Rogue One. All right, well, that's a plus. Then the Mandalorian television series with a heavier atmosphere and a stronger focus on scale and consequence. All right, okay. With the trailer already circulating among theater sources, an official release appears imminent. Its planned attachment to, again, Avatar Fire and Ash. So I'm gonna miss that one too, you know. Likely explains how the footage escaped early, and Disney may opt to release it online soon rather than continue takedown warlords. Yeah, it's a losing battle. You might as well. So anyway, the trailer emphasizes the post-Empire era with scattered Imperial warlords as antagonists. Din Djarin, that's Mando, and Grogu, that's Baby Yoda, are enlisted by the New Republic for missions. Action-heavy sequences, Mando battling inside an AT-AT, infiltrating Imperial facilities, epic fights against remnants. Grogu shows growth as an apprentice, more advanced. Yeah, I said all that. Destroying droids like mouse droids in a fun stinger. Mouse droids. So like a little droid with a Mickey Mouse hat? Probably. And possibly amplifying his ability. Yeah. Returning elements, familiar Mandalore ally. Yeah. Planet settings. Yeah, okay. Like Kurzun. And a forgotten Imperial site. Snowy, Hoth-like environments. Oh, yeah. And more cinematic scale than the series. Oh, yeah. Tone. Bigger. More theatrical adventure. It's supposed to be in theaters. Focused on Mando and Grogu's bond. Aw, with heart, action, and nostalgia. Razor Crest sightings and pride. Yeah, that's true. It wasn't the only model that he does buy a new one. So that's nice. He had the what do you call it? The ship from the Naboo ship that they had. Anyway, that's nice for a little ride here and there. But if you're going to be back in business and putting people in carbonite, you're going to need, something to haul them in. So he got his another model of his old ship. It's got that new spaceship smell in it. So it's great, Grogu's probably happy with it. It's nice. So anyway, Mandalorian and Grogu is scheduled to release in theaters on May 22nd. 2026. The film stars Pedro Pascal. Good Lord, he's everywhere. With Grogu still being played by nobody. And Sigourney Weaver playing, I don't know, somebody. Who is the best Marvel villain? Oh, jeez, that's... Well, I was always partial to Green Goblin because of Spider-Man. But overall, you got to go with Doctor Doom. That's just the way. Hey, they actually showed Thanos. Do you mean like movie-wise? Then yeah, I guess. I thought they just meant like the comic books and stuff. But movies? Yeah, Doctor Doom hadn't shown up yet. So, yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, Mandalorian. He tried to save the Star Wars franchise, but Disney pooped the bed on the Mandalorian. Yeah, Mandalorian. Yeah, that's what happens. Why is it doing that? Oh, crap, it's showing the thing. And so you're supposed to show the stupid... No, not that. Well, all right, that. Oh, it's still not. What the hell? How is it doing that? I'll fix you, asshole. No one gonna do me that way. Oh, well, there you go. That's, a little tidbit about Mandalorian. I did another video. I'd forgotten I'd done it, so I got it coming out. But it talks about, the plot points. It's pretty much the same thing. Except now you got this, people seeing the trailer, and it pretty much confirms what people were saying with the potential plot points. And it's pretty much the same era from the show. Who knew? It's not like it's going to be, 20 years later, old man Mando and his now, 70-year-old son who can still barely talk. They leave the trailer house to go, hunt down the warlords. The Star Warlords. See? Yeah. It's cool. Oh, holy crap. Thank God someone sent me a super tip. So let me get that in here. do. Oh, I'm gonna have to. I don't know if it'll. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it over in there. Ah, boy. All right. Let me make sure. You'd better do it right. Oh. All right, we'll play it over Lobo. That'll work. Here we go. Da, 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 da. I heard there's a new comic book series coming out based on Mr. Panhandler. It's called Cuckstroke. Well, there is something, yes. Mr. Panhandler. The Cuckstroke. Yeah. The other night, Panhandler decided to do his best to thwart an attempt to reach out to Karmic X. And it failed. It failed. And, well, a lot of feathers were ruffled, and so I guess that's it for communicating with Mr. Panhandler. So anyway, you interfered. Merce was going, you interfered with the content. I mean, you can go in the chat and crap on everybody or whatever, do it, that sort of thing, but you interfered with the content. So, yeah, that's how that went. So now he's got a new nickname, huh? Yeah? Pretty good. Anyway, Drive-By, thank you very much for the $10. Hope you're doing well. And I hope everybody else is doing well, too. And hope you have a good rest of your day. That's pretty much it for moi. I got to rest up. Oh, God, I still got to. Yeah, damn. Oh, boy. I don't know. Maybe I can put that off till tomorrow. Boy, I love to put things off till the next day. It's going to start dumping rain again. I don't want to go out in that. I'm a feeble old man now. Anyway, so the plan is for me pretty much to go to bed pretty soon, and then I'll be on Doom Cox. Pop culture breakdown show. We'll talk about, pop culture news issues and stuff like that. The movie that everyone's going to talk about how much they love is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So there'll be coverage of that, slides of scenes from the film, and everybody talking about what they think about it. I might bail because it's been so long since I've seen the movie, and now I'm out of time to watch it again. Oh boy, it's embarrassing. Yeah, I might have to do that. Because it's like, well, what am I going to do? Just like, hey, I don't remember anything, so move on. Yeah, so, but some of the other topics should be able to address. Yeah. So anyway, that's what's immediately on the docket for your old pal, Mr. Nailsin. So anyway, that'll do it. Thanks again, Drive-By, for the $10 super tip. And thanks for watching the show. Thanks to everybody watching the show. And, oh boy, I'll do a new one sometime soon. Will it be tonight? Yep, probably. Or will it be tomorrow? Will it be tomorrow night? After that, that's it until, I don't know, maybe the morning. I've been pretty good able to come in and do morning shows, like I'm doing right now. But on the weekends after I get back from work. So if I can maintain that, then that means more shows from yours truly. Yes. All right. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll do it again soon. Oh, yeah.